slush it. Put it up in the vent, the bomb is in my pocket. Pocket, double up with another double up's looking like that. Rocket, rocket. How long is that you can't stop it? You dog it.
Oh, 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 oh. Guys, we're back. It's Tails. It's Rails. It's Dragon Quest. We're soloing. I got my peeps here. I got my lag here. We got my boy playing some music. As you can see, we've changed up the cosplay. We're doing Tales of Symphonia for a while. This is Lloyd. He does not have his dual swords. Because today we're doing something a little bit different. This is the level 99 level cap quest. Back at it again with the level cap chronicles. We need to do this for a couple levels to get these levels up, to get these caps up. And basically, this is where it gets real, guys. This is where the game actually starts getting hard. As far as these level cap quests go. So you need a strategy for this one besides just, existing and winning, essentially. Everyone about level 90, around level 90, right? And then how to get the quest is we're gonna go back to that well that we did the 96 cap quest in. And we're gonna go talk to the lady, get our quest, and go to the cave so that we can fight our boss. And the boss is a 5-man battle. It's a lot of very hard enemies. There is a healer there too, which can revive, which makes things very complicated if you are not prepared. So, strategy here for our solo quest is I have this paladin that I'm playing as, and then we have KU, which is the character that we started out as the Death Master, and then I have my main character that I beat the game on as the Druid, just sort of as a flex healer. Everyone is going to be healing except for me, and then I'm going to be basically defending. And I feel like that's the best method for the rest of these difficult bosses. We're going to have a couple of difficult bosses that I'll show off in this version to get our character a little bit more powerful. But in general, version 2 to 3 is like kind of where it ramps up, and then 4 onward is where we're going to have to actually use our gamer instincts in here. But essentially what we're talking about today is just locking in, getting real. I'm setting my convictions here for the future, so that I can look back on this video and I'm like, man, remember when I hit that level cap 99 and I said all that crazy shit? I wonder where I am now, because realizing 6 months in, and we're already making huge changes. I think things are already altering in a big way. So let's keep this train on. I like what we're doing here. I feel like I can do it forever. So yeah, let's do it forever. A little bit of my convictions for not only this year, but the long-term goal for all of the years. Guys, I want to retire at 40. I want to retire at 40, build a little pension, 401k, and move out to some nature-filled residence. Maybe at the top of a mountain or something. But retirement doesn't mean I stop working. It just means I stop earning money. I just want to be able to stop earning money, have enough saved up to just live from 40 to death. And picturing how I live now, I'm not living that far past 40. Let's be real. So I don't need that much cash. I'd say like a nice clean milli would do it. And we're on that path right now. So that's the main long-term goal that I'm working towards. I don't want to work. I don't want to do this retarded bullshit in life. And I don't want to talk to people. I don't want to deal with people. I don't want to deal with the day-to-days of this tragic reality. But we have to. We have to, so I will be the best at it, which is fairly easy for me. You guys already know this solo quest is, it's cake. It's cake. We have been lagging on the daily uploads, but we do have about 30 subscribers here. That's cool. That's like a whole damn classroom, 33 peeps. So, for all you guys that are here right now, my goal for the end of the year, sub-wise, is, I don't fucking know, whatever I end up with. I hope I get 50. I hope I get 50. If we get 50, we can live stream. That's why it's the next goal. So if you're watching this, if you're listening to this and you're not subscribed, I would appreciate it if you did that. As far as those goals go, I really don't care too much more about that. I know I'm over here money chasing for the next I'm 29 now, so for the next 11 years I'm money chasing. But I'm gonna relax into it. You know, there's no need to go crazy until like 4 or 5 years in when I actually really need to start, drastically saving. But either way, it's a goal out on the horizon. Right now I'm doing this for love, and the reality of it is if I'm still able to dance around, make music and videos at 40, I'm probably gonna keep doing it. So no worries about that as far as like retirement wise, guys. I'm doing this strictly for love. Like I probably would marry this game if it was legal. So keeping that in mind, don't worry about the content. I hope you guys are loving the music as well. And we'll go ahead and introduce you to our nightmares here. This boss took me so long on my other file. So we've defeated it on KU already. And basically I had to like get a whole new class because I didn't have the Death Master before. If you guys remember, I had the Ranger. And I couldn't do it with the Ranger. It was so hard to do with the Ranger. So I got the Ranger, I finished up the Paladin, and then yeah, it was a whole trip. So he took me a long time to beat the other character. I was trapped at 99 for a bit. But strangely enough, this is our first run. Yes, I know. I am amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, this is our first run on this file, so I'm pretty proud of myself. Essentially, this boss is all of the level 60 to 90 quests. All the enemies that you have to fight to get the MacGuffins. Or was it? I think it was like 50 to 90, 50, 80, or I don't know. But you have to fight all these guys at the same time. The Heal Slime is kind of the main guy that you want to kill first. Because he can revive. So, my basic strategy here, just stay out the way, defend a little bit while they get all their heals up so that nobody has to restore my shit. I'm just going to multi-thrust a lot, keep my defenses and buffs up, and I'm just going to try and take out who I can take out here. There's just a lot going on, so I try to not move too much and just get whoever comes to me. Little tip, if you're playing this game, an easy thing to do if you are struggling to target enemies and you're running into things and whatnot in battles, you can press, if you're on controller, you can press the X button to lock on to the closest target. I believe it's in the settings where you can change whether, like, what the X button does there. But anyways, enough gameplay talk. We're about halfway in, and I haven't talked about anything of substance for my non-gamers. Like I said, oh no, I have talked about my goals a little bit. I don't even know what the fuck I don't even know what the fuck is happening, man. But yeah, I have fitness goals too. I was just watching a couple of my old videos, and I realized, man, my arms and my chest were like a whole different story, like 6-7 years ago. And I haven't really gone too deep into exercise crazily because I don't really like being, in a gym or anything. I'm vehemently against competition. And the gym just kind of breeds that for me because I like to be better than people. I say I like to be better than people, but I don't know. I feel like nowadays it's more like a prerequisite. It's more like a requirement. It's like, wait, hold on, why aren't I better than this person? It feels weird, but yeah. The thing is, I feel like just putting the work in is all I need fitness-wise. So my goal, working out, is to just walk every day. Do one walk every day. And then we're gonna lock in with some exercises, like we said. I said this at the end of 2. Or was it the end of 1.0? No, I think it was the end of 2.0. But yeah, I'm still locked in with those exercises. Nowadays, I can pretty much knock out like 15 to 20 pull-ups every day. And then I do push-ups. Do like the 50 of the the lawnmower reps, you know what I'm saying, and then we do the dip bar. So that's about it. And I feel the changes. Like I was saying, man, the 6 years ago, I was like, I mean, I wasn't like skinny, but you know, I just wasn't as toned. So happy there. And then, yeah, man, it's a weird world because honestly, in life, that's kind of why I'm doing this. You know, to be the Dragon Quest Asmongold. I'm just kind of done with relationships. I feel like this MMO can be my girlfriend or my relationship or whatever. You know, video games can be that replacement because these things that we're chasing in life, you know what I'm saying, love and prosperous and you know connection and shit. They are all replaceable. They can all be cultivated, and worst of all, and this is why I'm kind of not into it anymore. They can all be manipulated. You know, and I'm just saying that because I can easily manipulate people, and I have easily manipulated people. Um, so because I know I have that power, I just know everybody else also has that power, and I don't trust people to not use it. So my neuroticism leads me to believe that a lot of like positive energy sent towards me is inherently just disingenuous, which I know isn't helpful for anyone. But that's just the way my mind works. And if when you have heavy neuroticism, there are ways to deal with it. Me personally, I like to personify it, analyze it, you know, really pick it apart and see where it's coming from. And always remember that I can take a different action just because I feel that it's negative coming from you. I can take a different action, you know, depending on that result. So staying silent and watching consistency always helps with things like this. I hope if you have something similar to me, those tips will help you get out of the darkness. But the reason why I say most of these connections are replaceable, and I'll relate this to RPGs, right? So MMOs have different classes and different types, different methods of use, right? But you also have options to switch classes, change things, you know, create a new character, blah blah blah. But see, the thing is, naturally, as the human race was built, women's are the healers, the cleaners, the fixer uppers, you know, the support. The problem is nowadays, the men can be the tank, which usually is what happens. But nowadays, everyone wants to play DPS. Nobody wants to actually heal. Nobody actually wants to touch or caress or get rid of hurt. You know what I'm saying? All the women want to do the high PS, high DPS. You know what I'm saying? And the heals are always neglected. Nobody really wants to connect to each other because the vulnerability seems so much more um, detrimental now. It seems like if you're vulnerable, someone can absolutely destroy you on and offline. And I feel like the online part is really what distracts us from the true meaning of life, the true meaning to connect, not with others, but with yourself, so that you can find yourself in others and learn more about the world through that lens. The problem with most relationships for me is I tend to learn more than I bargained for about what I quote unquote think is going on, right? And then nobody cares to give me clarity because being open and honest is so hard nowadays. Like I don't understand why we can't just, you know, come out and say, "Hey, I'm not fucking with you," or "Hey, I am fucking with you." You know, we have to do this magical dance around, you know, and I do the same thing. Sometimes honesty is the best policy, but the thing is, a lot of people just want to keep you around to keep you around, you know? And it's a commonality problem, but I feel like to solve it, all we really need to do is just kind of stay out of the way. Stay out of the way of our own self. Stay out of the way of our own love and stay out of the way of the love that we're not getting 100% of. They're not giving 100% authentically. You know, if you're not feeling the vibe 100% um in love, then you know there's just really no point to it. There's just really no point to it. And because I am so me, I don't mean to say this like, oh my gosh, what this conceited asshole. But guys, I mean I'll be on camera eventually. I think I do have one video where I'm actually visible. But I am an attractive person. I'm an attractive person. People like to listen to me. I have wise words. And a lot of times when you are high up on the totem pole, people like to slap you down to put you where they are just so they feel comfortable. And I was cool. I was like, yeah, I don't mind. I'll be down there with you. I don't give a fuck. But now I realize for my own mental health, it fucks me up being the actual better person, but mentally bringing myself down there. Like, it may be helpful to them, maybe, but it's certainly not helpful to me. Certainly not. So, when you have some gift, some quirk like this mental illness that I have, the paranoid schizophrenia, um, and you found a way to cultivate the light, and a lot of people are trying to, stop the shine, you have to recognize that. You have to recognize that, and just move out of the way of it. You don't need all of these conscientious objectors to you living your best, you doing your best, and you giving your best to the world in whatever way that is. Because I'm super weird, right? I'm super weird, but I know how to make people happy. I know how to get the job done. I know how to show up on time. I know how to provide a vibe. I know how to smile. I know how to entertain. And I think these are valuable skills that I shouldn't downplay myself for when somebody, berates me for some other thing or something that they were hurt by. Because life is a mirror. If someone ever comes to you because they have a problem and you don't have a problem, you probably don't need to change a whole lot in yourself. You just need to communicate how you can grow together. And the thing about a lot of people is they just don't want to change themselves. Being stuck in a fixed mindset is a curse. I feel like that's what separates the lost from the purpose-driven, the the wandering souls from those with meaning in their lives, And I can't even knock them because I used to be one of them. I didn't really know what I wanted to do for the longest time. I just did what everybody else wanted me to do. And that works for a little bit until you realize that they don't really care about you. They just care about what you provide, the vibe that you're there for. You're at every party, you're at every function, you're at every meeting, but it feels like you don't exist. It feels like you just provide a service, and they're like, man, why was that meeting so good? Man, why was that shift so good? Nobody knows. Nobody knows until you leave. So, guys, that is the level 99 level cap. We are uncapping our potential. We are making it to new platitudes. Don't fall off. Fall in. I love you. Please subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.